I spent 1,000 days in modded hardcore Minecraft. The first thing I did right off the bat was get resources and build the necessity tools to begin with. This mod pack is a unique one because, unlike other mod packs, this one is more resource independent than just the typical, oh, you need to make the ME system or whatever. This one actually relies on villagers to building up your village and all that kind of stuff with its own AI. The mod pack name is Mine Colonies, and right off the bat, you'll see that I'm crafting one of the most basic necessity tools for the starter base, which is surprisingly 5 boats. You can also do this with 5 chests and just put them all together into a boat shaped thing to be able to craft a starting shelter or starting bed or whatever you want to call it. It'll also give you some pretty good starter loot, for example, food, leather armor, some wood tools, and a bunch of coal. It gives you a stack, up to a stack of bread. As you can see, you can like change. There's decorations, there's ships, there's everything in between. And this, when we say this mod pack is really resource heavy, it is insanely resource heavy. Like this was just all in day one. I eventually settled and went for one of the spruce ships because of the fact that I just like the design of the spruce ships, as well as something a lot of people need to know about this mod pack. The spruce, medieval spruce buildings are a lot less resource in depth. However, every single town in this game or village or colony you want, or whatever you want to call it, every single piece of it focuses around one single building, your town hall. And you'll be able to see it right by the in this chest here. You'll see the town hall thing and the builder tool. And the builder's tool. The builder tool is probably one of the more useful ones because you're going to need to use that for all your buildings. You can do it without it, but it's just easier utilizing the actual tool itself to place down the building because some buildings have the block above where the base level is, so you don't want to be trying to dig out your building out of a hole and such like that, manually moving it up. Now, right off the bat, one of the very first things I end up doing is creating a mine block. The mine block is a great way to get some resources. For example, your villagers can actually mine iron and diamond and all that kind of stuff. All they have to do is have the tools. However, the resources that they will have or will be able to mine are not dictated on what type of pick they have. They can mine obsidian and collect obsidian with a wooden pickaxe. This through the mine itself, and same thing with the quarry. The quarry is basically a bigger mine. However, the mine is a little bit more dangerous. You get more ores out of it. However, the quarry itself is just basically a big giant hole in the ground that it makes. That's a pyramid shape in the ground. However, you still need to utilize the builder's hut. You literally cannot play this mod pack without utilizing the builder hut because the only way you can build anything in this game is having your village have a builder's hut. That you can act, you have to use the builder's hut before you can build any other place. As you guys can see from here, I'm actually setting up a little bakery in this mod pack because of the fact that they need some sort of food supply. Because if you don't have food supply, your villagers also have saturation values as well. So you don't have food, they're gonna die eventually. They won't actually die from hunger loss, but they won't be able to regen any HP like any other player or anything like that. That's where the difference lies between the player and the AI. And as you guys can see, there's multiple parts of this. And if you guys are enjoying this, want to see more of this series, I can name this village whatever I want, make a custom flag for it and all that kind of stuff. Looks like, as you guys can see, and leave a comment of what you guys want me to name this village and what type of flag design. Yeah, and as you guys can tell, I'm trying to build the builder's hut. It gives you a little UI to see, and you can tell just from those resources that it's quite a bit, even for the basic starting building. Like, keep this in mind, the builder's hut right off the bat is going to be your cheapest building to make, and it's already costing over multiple stacks of wood, stone, everything. I have it selected for manual hire because every single NPC or villager in your village actually has a set of skills. In their green skill, if you select their jobs and their skill is green, that means that green skill is going to be the primary skill that will be utilized. So the higher skill, the better they are at their job. You can level up these skills over time by them actively working and such. For example, builder, the more he builds, the more he levels up. As you guys can tell, it gets a little tough. Now, keep this in mind. When a villager dies in your villagers will end up hiding in their homes or going into the town hall just in case, or if they don't have a home themselves, to spend the day grieving, which while they are grieving, they will not produce work, they will not work at all. And basically it becomes basic normal survival mode. However, you also have to defend your city because the fact that it's one full day of Minecraft that these guys spend mourning the death of the person that was lost in the village. However, during these days, these guys cannot work, as well as if it is a day in which it is raining, they also will not work. There are upgrades like in the university and all that kind of stuff. The university itself is where you upgrade your further upgrades and just basic leveling your skills of your NPCs. Like, for example, you can get your NPCs to be able to use enchanting gear, get new buildings unlocked, all that kind of stuff. From here, you can see that I'm actually creating a mine, getting my builder to make the mine. And as you guys can see from the little green sparkles, that's actually him leveling up. And as you can see, there's a little bar that shows his progression to the next level, and so forth. Jobs, it gives you the full in-depth skills of what happens with their skills and how it levels up, as well as it gives you their happiness and all that kind of stuff, and so forth. As well as they have their own separate inventories that is needed if you want to be utilizing this. Now, day 22, I ended up watching this guy finish making the mine. Literally, he ended up actually finishing the mine, and I actually had someone mining in the mine too. However, there is a couple of major issues. One, the guy is going to be in danger all the time because it's underground and dark during the nighttime, obviously. Now, see, when an AI dies, it gives you a little bit of time period before the AI actually passes away. As you can tell there, it gives you the location, all that kind of stuff of when the guy died. Now, this is very important. Building a guard hut. These guys will patrol your village and defend your villagers. They can use gear and all that kind of stuff. However, the gear that they are able to use is dictated on what level their hut is. Then, between day 40 to day 60, yes, I ended up building the houses underground because the fact that you're very limited on how big your village can be in land mass because of the fact that your AI will not work unless they're in simulation distance. And because of the fact that I don't have the most powerful PC, my simulation distance is not that high. My simulation difference is only 12, and of course, as you guys can tell, another one of my knights died. But if a knight dies, the thing is, if a knight dies, your workers will still work. However, you will need to go and get a new knight for the job, unfortunately. Yeah, and this is where I went to check on how much it actually costs to upgrade to a level 2 builder. Yes, this is just for a level 2 builder. All these crazy blocks. Extra paper, so I have to get a sugarcane farm and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they also have some kind of interesting music involved into this mod pack, as you can tell by the sound of the game. And on day 60, I ended up getting my villager to start upgrading his builder's hut. And my god, I love this music. Yeah, and during the time that he was upgrading his hut, I went down below to clear out some more room manually. Yes, you can clear out room yourself. However, yeah, just to help out the AI build and all that kind of stuff and get rid of some of the extra stone because he will also have to mine out the area too to make everything accessible for building. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this music because I really do enjoy it. Here's a little taste of the music. So by the end of day 64, the builder's hut was finally upgraded to level 2 builder's hut. Well, honestly, this was a really fun opportunity to see how far this guy could level up to. But the issue is, his level and skills are directly impeded by what level his house is. So he can't go beyond level 10 building until his house is level 2 or has been leveled up. Once it's been leveled up to the next level, it goes up by another 10 levels, what his max is. With the total overall max level being level 50, because there's no higher level of building than beyond level 5 building. But by level 5, you need like end stone, that kind of stuff for most buildings, and purple blocks. The purple, or the end city blocks. Sometimes even elytras. On rare occasions. Day 70, it was raining, and I finally got my another fifth person. However, this fifth person comes into play when as well as during this time when the fifth child was born. I ended up getting raided by a bunch of hostile enemies. These hostiles come in and just start attacking your villagers during the daytime or nighttime, depending when you're fighting them. And they do hurt, and they do, unlike some other mods, the raiders actually get tougher and tougher the higher your population is. So, for example, when you have villagers, the raiders will maybe have 3 to 4 people coming after you. However, The more times you successfully defend off a raid, the more AI or raiders will come in. And the more AI that come in, the more dangerous it is. Currently, this guy, even though he has a level 2 builder's hut or guard hut now, he still is only able to use leather armor or chain armor, so it doesn't really matter what I do to him, unfortunately. And I keep on forgetting how annoying this guy sounds. As you can see, I try to equip him with copper armor. He literally will not put it on. So I give him some food for regeneration. And as you can hear, these guys are the raiders. There's different types of raiders. Yeah, and these guys look to be Norsen or horse. Yeah, Norsen. These guys are basically the equivalent of how do I put this? Just the regular human, because there's more than just human raiders, obviously. Like, okay, yeah, Nords. I was thinking on day 95 to day 96, I went resource mining because it was terrible weather outside. Yeah, it was a lightning storm. I couldn't get it, and I actually came across a lot, 4 diamond pockets within 4 chunks of each other, and up being. Yeah. As you can tell, I was clearing this out just because like strip mining is probably a lot easier, and they have like the 3x3 pickaxes, hence the hammer that you see in my third slot there. All honesty, is really good. Oh, this is day 90. Whoops. Oh well. Yep, and as you can see, here's one of the other diamond pockets. I did not x-ray this. This was just me finding it normally. And literally my pickaxe breaks in the most convenient freaking timing. This was spent upgrading the actual mine so I can send a guard to go protect my villager while he is mining down there mining, because the fact that the mines are quite dangerous for the miner. Yeah, and by the end of it, this is what the mine looked like. If you guys want more videos of this content, leave a like and subscribe.